This morning, I want to send a message to the President of Nigeria. Mr. President, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, I pray you are well, and I pray that this message meets you well. Being a president of a nation, the most populous black nation in the world, at this time is a difficult job. Trying to meet up with economic situation, security challenges, and all that is happening right now. It is a difficult job at this time, being a president of a nation. And we thank God how far we have been under your leadership. And I know you to be a man that is sagacious in politics. Since the inception of democracy in this land, in Nigeria, from 1999, you have played key role. You have been strategic in the democratic process of this Nigeria. And this is why I trust this morning that you give me a fair hearing. Because I've known you that as an elder that you are, and as a father that you are, it does not please you to see the things that is happening in Nigeria. Knowing fully well that you didn't create the problem, you inherit the problem. But at this time, I find it needful to talk to you about this. And I pray that this message gets to you, so that the cankerworms and the serpent that are around you will not hinder this message. Mr. President, I count myself to be, by the mercy of God, that the Lord God has brought me and many other people that are speaking up for Nigeria at this time. Not because we want to ridicule your government, not because we hate Nigeria, but simply because there was a time it was easy to move from point A to point B in Nigeria without having the fear of being kidnapped or problem. But we see that those peaceful times fast eroding away. And at this time, it is important, according to what Paul will speak to his protege Timothy. He said, for this cause left I thee in Crete, that thou may set in order the things that are wanting. I believe that where I am today and where you are today is by God's mercy to set in order the things that are wanting in this nation. Therefore, I plead with you, sir, to give me a fair hearing. You must understand, number one, that I did not vote for you. I did not vote for you not because I resent you. I did not vote for you simply because your political ideology is different from mine. We share different ideology politically, and that's fine. But at this time, in this critical moment in our nation, it is essential that we unite as one unit to put an end to the evil that has bedeviled Nigeria. And this is not a time to throw political bands. This is a time to work as a single unit for the peace, progress, and development of Nigeria. I've done my findings, and I do not know if you have actually lived in the north before. But I have lived in the north. I was born and brought up. I've spent majority of my life in the north. And so therefore, within a few minutes, I'll tell you a little story. Islam is not the problem of Nigeria. If Islam was the problem of Nigeria, I was a Muslim. I was never taught to kill somebody. I was never taught to take another person's life. Islam is not the problem of Nigeria. Otherwise, you will not be married as a Muslim man to marry to a Christian woman that is also a pastor. Islam is not the problem of Nigeria. Otherwise, the friends that I've had growing up that are Muslim, fantastic people that just want to grow, build their life, contribute their quota to the society, and get married to as many wives as they want. They've never thought of killing somebody. So Islam is not the problem. The problem is extremism. The problem is fanaticism. This fanaticism is a doctrine that is inculcated into children from a tender age by the principles of Sharia. And children from a tender age are taught to hate anybody that does not call on the name of Allah. And so therefore, the attitude of violence was inculcated in them. While I was in primary school, Mr. President, a classmate promised to kill me. Why? Because we were playing football on the field on a Friday. Just the way children play after school on Fridays. I don't know if they do that anymore these days. But on a Friday, we were playing football and I dribbled him. And because I dribbled him and people laughed, he became angry. And Dahiru was his name. Dahiru promised that he was going to kill me. We all thought it was a joke until after the match and he brought out the dagger. And he chased me to kill me. It was God that helped me and somebody had to bring my bag home for me. Mr. President, those days growing up, when we have football matches playing with street football matches and playing with outside or maybe communities that are outside dominated, you can be rest assured that that match is not going to end without a fight. And God bless you, you are the one winning them. They come to field with instruments, with things like Gora. They come to field with things like Gario. They come to field with things like Dagger. These are young boys. I'm not talking of adults. Why? Because there is something they have been taught. Children are innocent. Children will always move in the direction of what they are taught. And for them to be acting that way, we wonder why our mates will be coming to field with Gario, with Dagger. And the moment it is 80 minutes, 85 minutes, Everybody is looking for how to run away because you know that once the rev blows final whistle, it is fight. And this has continued over the years, that in the northern part of Nigeria, the Christians have always been at the receiving end of all the ills, of all the challenges. That Christians have been massacred, they have been killed in scores over the years, long before 2009 when the Boko Haram men started. And many have acknowledged this fact. In fact, you, sir, Mr. President, even you yourself in 2014, you tweeted about it clearly. Look at what you said, and I'll read it from here. In 2014, you said, the slaughtering of Christian worshippers is strongly condemnable. It calls to question the competence of Jonathan to protect Nigeria. This was on the 29th of January 2014. You tweeted this thing, sir. We know you as a man of honor, as a man of dignity and pride. And I do not believe that you just said this thing simply for political bans. Was it to undermine the Goodluck Jonathan administration? I don't want to believe you are a man that plays with words. We trust that you are a man of honor, and so therefore, you meant it. You didn't say killing of people. You didn't say killing of Nigerians. You were specific. You said killing of Christians. You said slaughter of Christian worshippers. Many of the people you are sending today for propaganda that are going about to deny this fact, a man like Rino Mokri, going to different nations to say this never happened. People with political ambitions, people that their bellies have become their God, and all they are looking for is what to eat, and they don't care. They've sold their soul. Rino Mokri once tweeted in the year 2017. Look at what he said, Mr. President. He said, how to identify a hypocrite. He said, their voice is so loud concerning injustice against Muslims in the US, yet very silent in condemning Christian genocide in Nigeria. This is Rino Mokri saying Christian genocide. And today he's the man running up and down saying that there is no genocide. To claim that there is no genocide today is a collective insult on Nigerians. It's an insult collectively on Nigerians, and it is an injustice to those that have been victims of these things. Mr. President, this is not a time to play political correctness. This is a time to confront our problem and address it squarely headlong. This is not a time to be playing here and there. This is a time to come together as a single unit, understand that there is this challenge, there is genocide in Nigeria, and address it once and for all. Mr. President, at this time, the wisdom that I think you should take from this little boy that is speaking, this small boy that is speaking, because I'm a small boy before you, what I think now is the time to unite with the United States of America. You see, America under George Bush is different from America under Donald Trump. America under Obama, the evil man Obama that refused to sell weapons to Nigeria simply because the Goodluck administration refused to admit and enforce the gay law. And he called he said it was a violence against human rights for not admitting the gay law into our constitution. The man jeopardized the fight against Boko Haram simply because Goodluck refused to accept the bill for gay into the Nigerian society. And that was the things you played along with to install the man, Buhari, the failure that should never have happened to Nigeria. He was installed on this premise. You follow this propaganda, you run on this propaganda, sir. You were all there. We were all there. We noticed this thing. But this is not the time for blame. America under Joe Biden, it's not the same thing as America under Donald Trump. I will plead with you, Mr. President. Partner with America. Partner with Donald Trump. Unite with him. Let them bring their resources. Let them bring their technology. And unite with our own forces here. And eliminate this thing once and for all. This thing has lingered for almost 2 decades now. And this is not a time to continue to play politics with this thing, Mr. President. If you listen to this small boy, I plead with you. Partner with America. Let them come and eliminate terrorists and bandits away. It is only a person that loves you is a person that is willing to fight with you during the depth of your problem. Not a person that celebrates you. A person that is able to stand. And America are willing to help us end this genocide, end this banditry, terrorism, and all that. This is not the time to say we are a sovereign state. How can a sovereign state be giving press conference with terrorists? How can a sovereign state be negotiating with terrorists? How can a sovereign state allow terrorists to be collecting tax from poor farmers in Zamfara, in Katsina, in Sokoto, and we call ourselves a sovereign state? This is not also the time to say America want to come and take our resources. Mr. President, you know that if America needs our resources, either they come or not, they will get it. They don't need to step their foot on Nigerian soil before they get what they want. I want to plead with you, sir. Mr. Trump, the president of America, is different from the previous president. I know there are evil that may be perpetrated by the previous administrations of American government. But this man is genuine, to the best of my knowledge. And I speak by the Spirit of God as a citizen of this nation, as a youth, and as a servant of God serving in God's kingdom. Partner with Donald Trump. Let's end this menace once and for all. So that one day, when you are leaving the office, we can say it was under the leadership of President Tinubu, that terrorism was gone in Nigeria. That banditry gone. Just like you came in 2013 and declared subsidy gone. So which we can say terrorism gone. That is what we want. Let's put on the cloak of humility at this time. We have challenged. Let's address this. And finally, Mr. President, I want to make this appeal on my news. I'm begging you, sir. In 2021, a young man called Sunday Jackson was on his farm in Adamawa State. And he was attacked by a Fulani terrorist that wanted to kill him. And by God's mercy, Sunday Jackson was able to prevail against this aggressor. And he prevailed against him and used his own weapon to kill him. Sunday Jackson has family. He was working diligently on his farm. I don't know law. I'm not a lawyer. But I know that in football, when a player commits a foul against another player, the referee doesn't just give a card or award a card based on the offense. Sometimes they observe the intentions. What is the motive of the player? We want to ask you, sir, that this man in 2021 has been sentenced to death by a Muslim Fulani Hausa judge in Adamawa. And that judgment was upheld this year again by another Muslim, either Fulani or Hausa judge again. This is not justice. This is persecution. If Sunday Jackson has been killed by that Fulani man, will the Sunday Jackson family have gotten justice? They will not have gotten justice. The Fulani man will have gone free. I want to plead with you, sir. This man has been sentenced to death. Recently, you granted presidential pardon to some people that are criminals. Even people that are intentional murderers, like the woman Miriam Santa, or what's her name. And now there is Sunday Jackson, a man that was working on his farm. And he was there. Should I now begin to think of Nigerian law when somebody attacked me and not be able to defend myself and eliminate the threat? I want to play with you, Mr. President. I know you will see this. Don't let them kill Sunday Jackson. I'm using my position on my platform this morning as an apostle of Jesus Christ to plead with you, sir. I'm on my news. Don't let them kill Sunday Jackson. If they kill this man, we will be setting a wrong precedent in this nation. And it will be under your leadership. You are the president. You are second to God in Nigeria as far as Nigeria is concerned. I beg you in the name of God, Mr. President, don't let them kill Sunday Jackson. This is persecution, not justice. The two judges that judged him, that condemned him, are Muslim Fulanis. They want to eliminate him. Please, I beg you in the name of God. I know you see this. You are a father. You have children. You are children to many, and you are a father to the nation at this time. Don't let them kill Sunday Jackson. Help him, Lord. Please help him. I'm begging you in the name of God. I'm begging you in the name of the God that I serve, the God that you serve too. Do all within your power to ensure that Sunday Jackson is not put to death. Thank you for your attention to this matter, sir. The Lord bless you and bless Nigeria.
Nigeria just they happen to eat citizens left, right, center. This man called Sunday was in his own farm working. The herdsmen that wanted to attack him, Abindo already attacked him. By God's grace, this man, Mr. Sunday, successfully overpowered the man that came to buy him in his own farm where he's working. And this man was sentenced to buy in prison. This is a country that knows how the bandits, how herdsmen have been on rampage on the citizens of Nigeria, and somebody managed. No be saying that him get the weapon. Now the person we want buy him get weapon. Now he use and buy him. This judge that judged this case has got the effrontery to sentence this man to buy just like that, instead of him to give this man a good handshake and also compensate him for a job well done. What if it is the other man that have buy this Mr. Sunday? Would he have gotten justice? We not just judge him like that. And our president heard about this case. I'm sure he knows about this case, and that is why this apostle, this pastor is begging him, and we also they beg him. There shouldn't be selective justice in a country that said that they are one Nigeria. If we are truly one, regardless of your religion, regardless of your tribe, whatever that is good for the geese should also be good for the Ganza. Nigerians are passing through a lot, and our leaders are not helping matters. It's as if they are clapping and having a handshake with the enemies of Nigerians. That is why some armies will come out and say that they are tired, because it's as if they are sabotaging their effort. They'll be in the forest fighting the enemies of Nigeria, and they will successfully maybe kind of defeat them or fight them. When they get them to station, they will say that, oh, they have pardoned them. They will rehabilitate them and put them back into our army. This is a country that we called our own, a country whereby people who are supposed to be rotting in prison are now among the people that is fighting the enemies of Nigeria. How would that fight be successful? How do you think that we will not have people that will sabotage this whole thing? It is well with us, so it is well with us. Nigeria is really going through a lot. I pray that God will give us a solution to fight this mayhem that are befallen Nigeria, because this is not how a great country, this is not how a country like Nigeria, over 230 million, should be living their lives. Guys, I will see you in my next video. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, comment and share, and subscribe to this YouTube channel. God bless you.